FaZe Clan was the first YouTuber group slash esports organization to go public. And I have mixed feelings about this. On one hand, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to see a YouTuber organization slash esports organization become a public company and quote unquote official. But that's pretty much where that ends, because on the other end of the spectrum, they now have to appease investors, and they're not doing a great job because their stock is really bad. Also, not financial advice, for real. But they have to appease investors when their job is being a YouTuber, and that kind of defeats one of the whole points of being a YouTuber, and that's to do kind of like whatever you want. So having investors tell you what to do kind of defeats the purpose. I don't personally get it. Maybe it worked out for them in their heads, but like, I personally don't get it. And as it stands now, they're probably going to also be the first to fall as a public company, because they're at risk of being delisted from stock trading because their stock is under $1, and it's been that way for a while. So I don't know exactly what they're going to do about that because of all the recent controversies they've had. I don't think it's helping them at all. But Nate Shot from 100 Thieves had a take on this, and he basically said FaZe is fucking over every other esports organization and YouTuber group. And I kind of agree, because any of these that try to go public now are probably not going to have any eager investors, because FaZe has absolutely destroyed the reputation of the public eye. It is really bad when the first people to do it fail this quickly and this hard, okay? I can definitely see this having an impact on anyone who's trying to get investor funding for an esports organization or YouTuber group, okay? Not that I think you should do that anyways, but like, who the hell am I to tell you? Like, I'm just some dude ranting into a microphone right now. I don't have any say in the shit. But I overall don't think going public is like the best way to go. That's just my take though. I do think though that esports needs to evolve. And I think esports needs to evolve in a way that's more like regular sports. There are a few esports players that are known really well in their respective communities, right? But the best way to get esports to pop off, baby, is to get these esports creators to make content as well and make them content machines. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I think esports would have a much easier time becoming more mainstream if the people playing in esports were also content creators, because it would give people a reason to go watch. Like Moist Critical's kind of doing this right now with Moist Esports. He's using his channel to promote his esports team, and he's like funneling people in that way to make the sport more lively. And I think that's overall the way to do it, because I think esports needs some people that are like really recognizable. Like when you hear Tom Brady, you know who I'm talking about. Even if you don't watch sports, you probably know who I'm talking about. I don't watch sports and I know who I'm talking about. So I think having some content creators in the space would really help esports as a whole. And I think it would overall probably just be a way better option than going public, but that's just my take. But pivoting back to FaZe for a second, one of the reasons their stocks have plummeted so hard is because their contracts and like the controversy around that, because their contracts are unironically terrible. Like this contract on the screen right now, awful. Please, if you are a content creator, do not sign something like this, okay? The only thing on this contract that is somewhat reasonable is the tournament split, and that's only reasonable if they weren't taking everything else from every other avenue, okay? Because like when you enter a tournament, the company has to pay, okay? At least from my understanding. So it makes sense they would take some of your wins to get you in the tournament to begin with, but like 80-20 split when they already take like half of everything else is insane. But if you are a content creator or you want to be a content creator, you will eventually get really bad offers. The worst offer I personally accepted for myself, which I bounced from very quickly, was an 80-20 split, 80 in my favor with an MCN. This was for ad revenue. And this was like 4 or 5 years ago or something. It was a long time ago. But that was like the worst offer I've ever taken. At this point though, MCNs are useless. Just use Google AdSense unless they get you some like really special perks. And I mean like actually special perks, which they will probably never offer you. Like something MCNs used to offer was like a managed channel, quote unquote. And basically this would kind of like let you skirt under the content ID system so your stuff didn't get like copyright claim, which is like super helpful because, oh my God, companies have gone AWOL with claims recently. They have their own bots now. So like if you upload it to YouTube, you don't even get checked necessarily in like the first 24 hours. You can get claims for stuff that's like 2 years old. And it's like, why? It's making pennies on the dollar, bro. They've also got really bad about claiming time recently. Like they claim like this super small snippet of the video. And they're like, yeah, we own the whole video. This 3-second clip. Yeah, you fucked up. It's ours. So like we get all your revenue now. Like the content ID system's always been kind of frustrating, but like, oh my God, they've gotten way too joy happy with it recently. I don't even think it's working in their favor anymore. I think people are just like cutting the clips completely now and like removing the videos because it's just too much work to deal with, like to fight every single claim. I don't even know why they're allowed to claim clips that are like under 10 seconds. Like it's insane to me. Like, yeah, they might own the actual copyright and it's under 10 seconds. I get that, but like, Jesus Christ, man, it is insane when you go to a video and they claim like 2 seconds. It's painful. But the MCN stuff is like not offered anymore, okay? Like I have not seen an MCN offer any kind of actual perks. So if you do get offers, be very skeptical. But I've gotten some really bad offers. I've gotten things as low as 60-40 split in my favor. And like for sponsored offers, I've gotten 30-70, okay? It's not good. Like seriously consider your options before you sign a contract. And if you can or have access to a lawyer, try to get one to look it over. I know everyone tells you this, but unironically, it's like a really good thing to do because sometimes they put some really weird legal lingo in there. And like, if you sign it, you're basically fucked. But overall, if you're a content creator, avoid MCNs and be careful with sponsorship offers. Now, pivoting back to FaZe once again, FaZe CSGO Wild. Now, this one actually really annoys me because CSGO Wild was huge. It was a huge CSGO gambling site, right? And for years, it was rumored that it was owned by FaZe, and they kept denying it. Then logs leaked that proved that FaZe owned it. Then they admitted to it. I can't believe they got away with it, basically. That's what I don't like. If they were just upfront and they were like, yeah, we own CSGO Wild, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't think anything shady's happening. But when you adamantly deny that you own a gambling website over and over again, there's probably something shady happening. Now, this is just my opinion because there's no actual proof that this was rigged at all, at least that I could find. But in my opinion, that shit was fucking rigged. Like, these dudes all made videos going like, oh, 100K wins on CSGO Wild. Oh my God. Like, you telling me they just won that? Really? When the house always wins? Oh, they are the house. I guess it makes sense. I just don't believe that that shit wasn't rigged, okay? This is my opinion. Again, there's no actual proof as of now, but in my opinion, CSGO Wild was fucking rigged. And it is insane to me that CSGO Lotto with T Martin Pro Syndicate got so much shit and legal battles, right? But CSGO Wild was like untouched. Like FaZe was untouched. That is like phenomenal to me. And I don't even have an issue with gambling. I just think that kids shouldn't gamble. That's it. And obviously the site shouldn't be fucking rigged, okay? Actually being rigged or not, I guarantee you that was a gambling site for basically children. You know how I know? Personal experience, okay? There was no checks and balances. They just let you in. They just let you mosey on in and fucking gamble all your shit away. So at the very least, CSGO Wild was fucking shady. And I just think it is utterly insane that there is no pushback for this website that existed for a while, especially when all the FaZe dudes made videos on it. It's just so weird to me that like no one caught this or remembered this. I don't know. And like, if it wasn't rigged, I'm glad, okay? I'm glad that it wasn't a rigged gambling site, okay? But that doesn't change the fact that, you know, children could easily access it. It's just like the Roblox gambling stuff. People didn't make a big enough stink about it, so nothing was done about it, and they just let the site run free. Like, Roblox had gambling for way too long, and it's like actually a kid's game. It's insane to me. I don't think FaZe is gonna last much longer. I just don't see it happening. A lot of the content creators are just super lazy, and then you have like Snoop Dogg and FaZe, and like he literally just forgets to turn off stream like 90% of the time. Like, he will just leave these streams on for like 24 plus hours, get back to the PC and go, fuck. Like, it's funny as shit, but I don't think Snoop Dogg is gonna save FaZe Clan, okay? He's not exactly what I'd call a peak content creator. And like, does Banks even upload anymore? Actually, I'm gonna check that right now. Nah, Banks doesn't even upload anymore. His last post was 3 fucking years ago. This is like the CEO, right? FaZe Banks is not the CEO. Lee Trink is the CEO, but I know that FaZe Bank is like high up in it. But still, it's like, none of these dudes post. And they act like why is our shit failing? Like, the last upload on FaZe Clan was like 3 weeks ago. Does FaZe Rug even post anymore? I'm just going on a total tangent. I'm sorry. Hey, FaZe Rug still posts. Okay. I don't like FaZe Rug. He annoys me. Like, there's nothing personal between me and him. Like, literally, like, nothing. He just kind of annoys me. That's it. Like, I don't hate him. He's just kind of annoying. But, like, I gotta give the dude credit when credit's due. This guy's a maniac. He's like single-handedly carrying FaZe right now. He uploads like twice a week, 3 times a week. Like, good shit, FaZe Rug. Oh my God. But yeah, I just don't see how FaZe is gonna climb out of this when like half of them don't post and they just seem to not do anything at all. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think FaZe will survive? Do you think they'll fall? I'm curious to see. It's been my ramble. If you liked the video, like the video down below. If you enjoyed, consider hitting that sub button and have a good one.